Alright, so we're headed to Monte Alban. It's about, what is it, like 15 minutes from here?
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. 15, 20 minutes. We paid 90 pesos for this bus, which is a return ticket. We had some breakfast for like 90 pesos. We're here with the boys, Ryan, Rob, and Cosmo. Yeah. See?
This is for the YouTube.
For the YouTube, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ida y vuelta,
So Monte Alban's like a historical, archaeological site where the Zapotecs lived, and we're gonna go check that out. Every bus I've been on in Mexico has been super packed, like sardine packed, and this bus is no different. Where are you from, bus stranger?
Tijuana.
Tijuana? Really? ¿Estás viajando? Are you traveling? Yeah? How, where have you been so far?
Solo de vacaciones, travel.
Yeah, okay, so that's de vacaciones, pero ¿dónde has visitado?
México.
Ciudad de México?
Ciudad de México, Guadalajara, Guanajuato.
Okay.
Sonora.
Ah, qué bueno. Sí, he visitado Tijuana muchas veces. Sí, porque soy de Los Ángeles, California. Y después de Oaxaca me voy a Tijuana. Sí, y cruzo la frontera de caminar. Sí.
Sí, está cerca de Tijuana.
Sí, muy cerca. San Diego es la ciudad en California más sur, o San Isidro.
Sí.
Sí. Sí. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
21.
21. ¿Estás estudias en la universidad?
Sí, en la universidad.
¿Sí? ¿Qué estudias?
Estoy en ingeniería química.
Oh, okay, cool. Salimos de aquí cada media hora. Gracias. We made it. Monte Alban. How was that bus ride, boys?
Sweaty, horrible, dirty, nasty. Over here.
You liked it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a roller coaster.
My knees have been crippled up.
I know, the seats are tiny.
And I fell for it.
Please put on your mask.
Cubre boca.
The mask all time on your mouth, please. Enjoy the visit.
There's a pot. Oh, man. What's that? Oh, for the ticket, isn't it?
¿Esa línea es de comprar boletos? Gracias.
Yeah, I can't smell, just get my as soon as you take a picture, it's just hear like a whistle. Yeah.
The police roll up on you.
Yeah. Well, the mines come up. You take you away from that. You on the tubes. Because I see their hand on that face. People that not face.
What is this? $2,100 years ago?
Yeah, 100 BC, yeah.
Wow.
And the upper part was from 500 to 800 AD.
Some old rocks.
You ever Stonehenge?
No.
I wish I went there like Into the natural landscape, and I take a lot of influence from the mountains and shit.
Ah, okay, so they're kind of using the terrain here to build on it strategically, using the hillsides as like a good place where they can defend their society. Yeah.
I guess it's protection though as well from that. It'd be too bare if it was all gone.
There's a little gap.
Pretty high up here. You get pretty winded at this elevation. What are these guys like? That guy back there was selling something.
It's all sculptures.
Ah.
I thought he was going to be this snapshot of the guy.
Adiós. Ahí nos alcanzas. Sí, ahorita vamos a comer, ven.
I assume that's like that kid's mom, and she's like, adios,
Adios,
which you like never say to like your own, unless you're gonna not ever see someone ever again.
Yeah.
That's when you say adios.
Adios. Wait, so adios is the only time when you say you're not going to see him ever again?
Pretty much, yeah. Like if you have like no plans of ever seeing that person again, adios.
Well, shit, I say that all the time, even if I am coming back.
Yeah. So if you're coming back, say like something like hasta luego.
Ah, yeah,
Until then.
See you soon, yeah.
Or like the Terminator says hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Or yeah, nos vemos.
I just think to hasta luego.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's the most common one. So this apparently is one of the most elegant houses in Monte Alban.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Not very livable right now, not in this heat. This must be the master bedroom.
That's the thing about like things like this for me, is if they don't look
They
don't look good anymore,
Yeah,
then it kind of
it is hard to imagine what it would have looked like.
yeah. But I don't get excitement out of that. Like if you just like showed me a plain rock and said, "Oh, this rock used to be blah de blah,"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow,
Right.
I'm just like I'm looking at a rock. Yeah, unless you're
True.
looking at unless it's still kind of intact. Like the ones in
Doesn't it
Sri Lanka were
fascinate
cool.
you that this shit was built like 1,500 years ago?
It should.
Like someone 1,500 years ago,
That's true.
Late.
they
It
put their
should.
hands on that. And it might just be a rock, yeah, but it's fascinating that it's still here.
Yeah.
And also the fact they make such a big deal out of it. Like this is a big thing to the local community.
Actually,
and
it should.
culture.
It should excite me more than it does.
I mean, it's just some rocks, but you say that about anything. Like a
Yeah.
skyscraper, that's just a big building.
Pieces of metal,
It's
yeah.
a big piece
Yeah.
of metal.
That's true.
But I just say this bit is quite underwhelming.
Yeah.
I always say that, but this is.
Can stare at it all
Everyone
day.
needs toilet, by the way, is there.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually.
The best,
Okay, yeah.
best rooms.
I thought you were saying like this part of the rock.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, maybe. This is some sort of family crypt where there's like 4 tombs here. What year does this one say?
500 to 800 AD.
So about 1,500 years old. Oh wow. Pretty nice view of the whole sight from up here. Yeah, this would have been a really strategic spot to have your civilization, because you can see everything around you. You can see incoming threats. And it's kind of nice having a view. Señor, ¿sabes de dónde es esta sueña?
Se llama chicharra.
¿Machichala?
Chicharra.
¿Chichara? Es una...
Una mosca gigante.
Ah. ¿Y viven en los árboles? Gracias. Chuchara.
Chicharra.
Chicharra. Gracias. All right, so it's an insect called a chicharra.
Insect?
Yeah. Yeah.
So loud.
And they live in the trees.
Oh my god. No wonder this place is ruined. It's not gonna live for that. It's crazy. This has got to be the downfall of the Aztecs.
I'm not sure how well it'll show up on the video, but there's like a humming sound, like a every once in a while. It comes from the trees, and this man told me that it was called a chicharra, which is like an insect that lives in the trees.
Fucking annoying.
That's what I think Cosmo was saying, that was the downfall of the civilization. They just couldn't handle that sound.
They were fucked up.
What's down there?
Goblins in here.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna see someone can kill me down
That rhymes with your stand up in it.
here. Yeah, he will.
I actually can. I actually can. It's built for me.
Can't get out.
It's built for me.
This is built for.
Oh, these some little people.
So the hobbits and buffaloes.
The gnomes made this.
What is this? Man, it's definitely cooler down here.
Yeah.
Should we just chill in here?
Oh.
Don't know, it looks a bit dusty.
So it's on like Google Translate, but all night.
Oh yeah.
I'm meeting her in Mexico City in a few weeks.
Ah,
So
learning Spanish to get the girl.
yeah.
That's like one of the best motivators for anything, you know?
That's definitely motivated you.
Oh, yeah.
Motivated me more. Yeah.
I remember when I was a teenager, I was like 15, I really liked this girl. So like I was pretty out of shape, but then I like worked out all summer and lost like 50 pounds, and then
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck.
yeah, and then ended up dating her actually, but yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like one of the best motivators though, when you like a girl, you're willing to like, yeah, it was a lot of weight, man. I've obviously put it all back on now, but
Oh, you travelling doesn't matter.
Also
Yeah.
funny you talking to her in that club, and then I go over like, and I was like, hey, how's it going? I think I actually spoke to her first, like a tiny bit. Then you started talking to her. Then I went off, came back, and then she was like, sorry, no English. I was like, why was Ryan been talking to her for like half an hour? I was like, he doesn't speak Spanish. You've just been like going on Google Translate on your phone and like just showing her.
Dancing has no languages as well, remember?
buenas tardes.
I didn't see you do much dancing.
No los quiero.
Yeah, where's the last
Gracias.
No, I think you
I
missed.
think she respected the work.
You missed that dancing part. I think you went off.
Did you get off with it?
No, not grinding, but like
Well, what?
that. I don't know what I did.
Oh, this thing's, you can tell like the entire year through
Everything,
this.
yeah. So during the day, you can tell the time by the shadow.
Yeah.
You used to be able to, but then also it changed throughout the year. So you see the thing there.
Yeah.
Later in the year, you get longer shadow, and then early you get less.
Well, I think it probably still would work for the time of day. Like what? So it's basically
Maybe.
it's one 1:37. What's it supposed to look like at?
I don't think it says.
I know, it doesn't really explain it. But I figure it says sun above the middle at noon, right? So then it wouldn't really cast any shadow because it'd be directly above it.
Yes, yeah.
So like,
depends on the time of year.
yeah. And then this little shadow, because it's about 1:30. And then maybe at like 4 p.m. the shadow comes all the way out here.
Yeah, because the sun was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Actually a pretty massive place. This is where the Zapotec people lived. Pretty cool.
Yeah, can you be like glad to be sacrificed if you were like an old Mayan? It would be like, yes.
Oh, I wonder, yeah.
I've been chosen for the gods.
Yeah, true.
Or would you be
That's true.
A bit of both.
I know that, I mean, I don't know how historically accurate it is, but that in that movie Apocalypto, they like kidnapped him from a different tribe and sacrificed. I wonder if that was a common thing.
Yeah, they go around to the other tribes and they everyone.
Yeah.
And they wait until the solstice, almost like when the moon goes in front of the sun.
Yeah.
They have a way of, back then they knew when it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But all the local population didn't. So they say like, oh, we're going to sacrifice someone. And then the eclipse would happen.
Yeah,
and everyone would be like, oh my god, it's because of the sacrifice that the gods are doing this. They've taken our light away, so we sacrifice and we get light back. So it's a thing of control.
Oh, how did they, so they knew when the eclipse would happen?
It's the stuff like that. That's why they mapped out the seasons.
Oh, yeah.
They knew when all this stuff would happen.
Oh.
It's the same with Egyptians. They knew so much about astronomy. And stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So they're able to control people based on like...
Because they knew when it would happen.
Yeah.
And for them, imagine like all the light goes out at midday. You're like, fuck, this is God, like punishing us. They're like, right, we're gonna cut 100 people open.
Yeah.
And like burn their hearts.
Yeah.
The lights back on. That worked.
Dang. That's legit. I never realized that. Yeah.
It's quite like, I feel like it's kind of ruining it a bit. I'd love to think it was like spiritual power, but it's a thing of control.
Wow. That's
really
interesting.
That's cool. Do they go there? I think so. Well, maybe.
Wonder what this was supposed to be.
This is like maybe a living area, like I would say somewhere. That middle bit's where they put the sites and then like this very bloody.
This place was a Zapotec civilization, and the Zapotecs were around before the Mayans and the Aztecs, and they actually have one of the first written languages that humans have discovered. Different hieroglyphs or glyphs that they used and etched into rock and things like that.
This would be a great time for a panorama. I was so happy I recorded that bit. That makes it even better. It is true.
We're kind of part,
Where are you from?
New York.
Oh, cool.
How about you?
From LA.
Yeah?
Yeah. Are you here traveling or living here?
Visiting my daughter.
Oh,
lives here.
you live here?
Well, not in Oaxaca, but Mexico City.
Oh, how do you like living in Mexico City?
I love it.
Awesome.
I've been there for almost 6 years now.
Really? That's really cool. I just got back from Mexico City and I thought to myself, I could live in this city.
Yeah, it's amazing. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, that's
What
really
part
cool.
of LA do you live in?
From Redondo Beach.
Okay.
Have you been?
Not to Redondo Beach, but my best friend lives in Silver Lake.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
She lived for a while in Venice as well. She's been there for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years now.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you do in Mexico City?
I work at Uber.
Cool. That's awesome. I like using the Uber in Mexico City, so
It's very convenient.
thank you for your service.
For sure.
I mean, she's a driver actually.
Even more
do
thank
ask
you for
me
your
that.
service.
They're like,
then.
you mean an Uber driver? I'm like, no, not exactly.
That's cool.
How do you like Oaxaca so far?
I like it. It's very cool. It's quaint, you know. I've tried some mezcal. Yeah, mezcal's good.
Stuff, right?
Yep. I really like the mezcal.
Best thing it does.
You had about 10 last night, so.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like a really cool. It feels like historic and cultural, and I don't know. It's
nice place.
and it's not. Mexico City's very large, and this is a little bit smaller, more like intimate, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food is just
Oh yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, food's really good. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite parts of Oaxaca.
Yeah.
Have you tried mole?
No, we want to.
I have in LA, but not here in Oaxaca yet.
Well, you can't leave without trying mole and tlayudas for sure.
Yeah, that was our plan after this.
yeah.
We're gonna go get some mole.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a great plan.
Yeah.
I'm hungry already and we just got here a half hour ago.
I'm trying to look out for you, man. I don't want you to get fine. I'm trying to look after you, mate. Like, the guy was blowing the whistle. I thought he was blowing it at you. What was the one that Vitaly did when he would like pretend that?
I gotta say, more power to the boys over there for being able to continue on, but I just need to find trees to chill in because the sun is absolutely unrelenting here. So I've done a few rounds of sunscreen, but it's just too much. So look after myself and get out of the sun. But keep that in mind if you ever come here. Make sure, especially if you're fair skinned like I am, make sure you're bringing your sunscreen and using it. Well, I will come out of the sun for just a little bit to show you some of these glyphs in the rocks. These are really cool. And I think this must be their system of writing. These symbols, or at least it's representative of something in terms of recording history or something like that. Sitting under this tree, I don't have phone service, and I'm thinking to myself, I sort of feel a little more connected to, like, I don't know, my surroundings or something. You know, I basically just told the boys, hey, I'm gonna wait under that tree. So there's my natural landmark to meet at. Gaining some shade from the tree, essential shade, and waiting without any connection besides that. So, I don't know, sort of a weird feeling, and sort of interesting that I had this feeling at, I guess, a place that has such ancient history. So what, you think they use this to, like, collect?
Yeah, if you got the ends, you see there's a chute going out.
Ah.
Drop down.
Oh yeah.
Like irrigation and stuff like that.
Irrigation systems. Does all that talk about irrigation systems make you thirsty?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm close to past.
Just wanted to go to the bathroom, but they actually have like some exhibits here. So, oh, there's a museum. That's why there's exhibits. Looks like it's closed now, but come check that out when it's open. YouTube video. So there's a museum here, and it shows you like the real kind of rocks, and then also some models of what this place looked like. But you're saying what about the museums? All government museums?
They're all shut. So all the government museums get protests in Oaxaca City and the COVID because they just haven't reopened.
Ah.
So anything like this. But the smaller galleries, like in Oaxaca, are open, but any government funded, they're all shut.
Do you know like what the protests are regarding?
Teaching. It's the teachers on strike.
Oh, what? Like for higher pay or what?
Yeah, higher pay, just rights and stuff like that.
Huh.
But you might have also seen the graffiti going around. You've seen all the communists, like the hammer and sickle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that around at the moment.
Interesting.
That's why there's so many police convoys.
Interesting. So is there a bit of like a communist movement going on here?
It's union movement, yeah. Like they've clinged on to that communist symbol.
Interesting.
Listen, Mike, I'm really looking forward to all the museums. There's a lot of different ones in Oaxaca City. And over here, but they're all shut.
So we got this stand-in journey for this bus. All right, what'd you guys think of Monte Alban then?
I loved it.
Yeah? What about you guys?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
I mean, we've been to like more interesting ruins.
Yeah,
we've been to a few other ruins before, but overall experience, yeah, it's good.
Nice.
And easy to get to.
Yeah, it was.
Cheap.
Yep.
So I can't complain.
Very easy to get to. You liked it, Cosmo?
I loved it. My first ever ruins.
Really?
So it was great.
Yeah.
I would have loved to be able to like climb on all of them, but I understand why not. It's got to be.
Right.
I thought it was sick. It's very like an eye-opening experience in somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely a cultural experience.
So vast as well. Like it's a lot bigger and open than I thought.
Yeah.
Like I expected it to be quite isolated and kind of put them away.
Right. Yeah. It was pretty sizable for sure.
I think 2,000 years ago that was a whole civilization. That blows my mind.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and coming to Monte Alban and hanging out with the boys as well. That's gonna be it. So guys, click the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Peace.